My name is Ayden Flow. I'm a musician from Phoenix, Arizona. I am 22 years old. I started playing music a long ass time ago. I started playing the guitar, which is my main instrument, like 13 or 14, and I've been writing music ever since I was like 14 or 15. So first thing I learned to play ever, I think it was chopsticks on the piano. And then it was Hallelujah on the guitar. The one thing that I really remember from being a child, in my childhood, my dad, he plays guitar too ever since I was little. And the one memory I have specifically is that he would always play House of the Rising Sun, and we would all sit down and hear him play House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. And I think, music's always been in my household, and that's probably my fondest memory of music. My big influences, I'd have to say, are No Doubt, Sublime, for sure. I grew up with those. My dad would listen to Sublime, my mom would listen to No Doubt growing up. And then The Doors, Jim Morrison, obviously, Fleetwood Mac. I get a lot of influence from trip hop music, Sneaker Pimps, Portishead. Okay, so I was in an old band, and me and my friend were both going to come up with a name, so they were going to pick a word. I was going to pick a word. My word was flow, and it was just a word that was stuck in my head, and I couldn't figure out why, so I looked it up, and the definition was, I don't remember, it was Wikipedia, and it was something like the process of being so heavily involved into something that's all you can focus on. And I was like, that's cool, because that's what I feel about music. So I like the word flow. So that was my old band name, and then I came up with Ayden. I was hanging out with some people, and I was like, oh, my name's Ayden, by accident, and it just kind of stuck. And then also I like it because it's like aid and flow, help and flow. It's all about the flow, man. I get so many different influences from all kinds of music. At this point, I just call it alternative pop, alternative, whatever you want to label it as, it's music. I don't know, I let other people get in my head sometimes, but I kind of just take it with a grain of salt at this point in my life. Like, I record and I produce and I write everything I do, everything I put out. And I don't think I would have done that if it weren't for people that I've worked with previously, just dealing with other artists. And I think my self-confidence went down a while back, and then I finally just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. If they can do it, I can do it too. And that's what I did, and that's where we're at today. I'm putting out music, and it took me a while to learn and figure everything out, but I did it, and I'm going to do it. I'm still getting better. I'm still developing as an artist and a sound engineer, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think I have to let myself grow and develop past that point of holding myself back. My EP is called Heartstrings. It is a mess. It's a mess of emotions. It sounds awesome. I was really influenced with this set of music, which I wrote actually within the last 2 months probably. So it's all fresh, all new music, and it's influenced heavily by like David Bowie, Queen, just because that's what I was listening to a lot at the time, and I'm really excited for it. It means a lot to me.
So what was your motivation behind writing your EP?
Are you trying to get me to say it? That's awkward as hell. The motivation, it was basically my experience in this relationship recently that I got out of, and I just kind of took all those experiences and put it into some new music, and I got Heartstrings. But I wrote this almost as a message to the person I was writing about, and because I left a lot of things were left unsaid on my part, and I felt like I needed to get them out. So I used this session to write music kind of like therapy for myself, selfishly. But I still think a lot of people can relate to it. It's it's definitely a situation that many people can relate to. My process is different with every song. I mean, I've had songs where I was literally just journaling, and a lot of my songs actually come from journaling, but I'll just sit there and journal, and lyrics will come out, and then I'll start singing in my head, or sometimes I'll have the guitar part first, and it just comes out differently, Every single song comes out differently. Usually the guitar part comes first, and then the lyrics, and then I have to sit there and rework it forever. That's my process. It depends on the song. Depends what I'm feeling. False Prophet. Oh. Ugh. I feel like I have to open up, but I don't want to. This song's really personal. It's the most personal song. All of them are really personal, so I'm not going to say the most, but it's the most how I feel currently in my state regarding what I wrote about. This song's about missing somebody and knowing that, it's not something that someone you can really talk to again, or someone you'd really want to talk to again, should talk to again. So I think it's a song that a lot of people can relate to in that sense, because everyone who's been in love or in a relationship felt that way at one point. I'm assuming. Do people feel it? Some people are douchebags. Some people's like, fuck you. I can be like that sometimes. Next, I'm gonna release some new music. I'm deciding which one I want to release first off the EP, and then I'm gonna give you guys the full thing. Alright, this is Ayden Flow, and thanks for watching. My EP Heartstrings is coming out soon. Thanks. Bye.
Alright.
Bye. Bye. Later.
Bye.
Later, bitch.
Bye.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I said we'd speak again, but I can't do